Are we back online? Drop the camera. Alrighty guys, thank you for joining me in the workshop once again. My name is Hunter Wilkins and this is Father and Forge. So today I've got a new project going on. Basically, over the last weekend I got to go to another blacksmith's house and his home workshop and play with some stuff. Got to use the hydraulic press. Oh my god, that was fun. So that was super awesome. I worked on my knife a little bit while I was there, but I've still got some more work to do on that. I'm waiting for some belts for the grinder. So I can't really do anything with that right this second. So what I'm going to do instead is while I was there, I got to try out some of his hammers because he had a bunch of different hammers, different weights and stuff. And what I found is I really liked the 2.5 pound rounding hammers that he had. Way much more so than my 4 pound rounding hammer that I made. Take that back. I didn't make it. I modified it out of a cheap hammer. Now that being said, what my plan is right now is to take this ultra cheap, super ugly, cheap piece of crap hammer and turn it into a decent forging hammer. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of this fiberglass handle because I hate fiberglass handles. Number one, I've got some wood I can use to make a handle, and then we're going to round off one of these sides. Now, one side is actually not that bad for the flat side. I just might have to. I'm going to kind of ease these lines out a little bit. So we'll see. So that shouldn't be too bad. But on the other side, whatever side I pick for the round side, I'm going to really get at it aggressively, take it down a lot, and round it out so I have a nice light rounding hammer. And that is the plan for today. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of this handle. So once I get that handle off, that'll give me I'll be able to grab this and move it around exactly how I need it on the grinder. I might even use the bench grinder a little bit for this, we'll see. But first things first, get the handle off. Get that going. One thing I've already noticed about this hammer is there's nothing actually holding the handle in. It's like it's just glued in basically, so that's garbage. Okay, so now I've got the handle off completely. I've just got to get the remnants of what's in there out. So I'm just going to use this round file and just work at it for a little bit. Are we back online? We're good? Drop the camera. Alright, now we got that cleaned out. So, we're going to do our face now. So I'm going to start on the bench grinder and see how that works. We'll see what happens. So it's taking quite a bit of effort to get that rounded, but it's going, it's working. So just gotta keep at it. See the steam coming off of it. I just cooled it off for a second, but yeah, it's moving. So it's just something you gotta take your time on and just keep working at it. Okay, so now I've got it nice and rough ground. So we got a tiny little flat spot up here, but that's not that big of a deal. I'm actually going to take a flap disc sander and clean that up a little bit. So we'll take that out. We'll do that real quick. Alrighty, here we go. Got our round side and our flat side.
So I just made this have a little bit of smoother edges on it, basically. That should work pretty good. Alrighty, now I'm gonna work a little bit on this handle, see what I can do. I'm running out of time. This might become a 2-day project, but we'll see. Alright, I've got my end done. That'll fit inside, already checked. I'm gonna have to taper this all down. I like it all flat on the sides, really, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cut a groove in the top here so I can put a wedge in and fix it. So we'll do that right now. Alright, so I got my handle and I got a tiny little wedge. This is actually a lot smaller than what I would prefer to use, but I think it's at least going to spread it out a little bit and help it stick. This is really open at this end and really narrow at this end. It's kind of a weird little hammer, but I think this is going to work. We'll see. If not, I'll just have to redo the handle. That's not a big deal. Alrighty, so not the prettiest thing that I've ever built, but it'll work. The handle is a little short. I might have undershot that just a bit, but I think it'll work okay. I'm gonna give it a shot next time I forge, and we'll see how it feels. If it's not gonna work, then I'll have to redo the handle, and at least I've got a nice round head on that, so that should be fine. So we'll see how that goes, and that's about it. If you like this, please like and subscribe. Oh, also though, if you want to see a more detailed, it's like fuzz or something. If you want to see a more detailed video on turning a cheap hammer into a good one, check out Alex Steele. He's got a really good detailed video up of that. That's how I kind of like got the ideas of how to do it myself on my other one, and then I decided I wanted a lighter one, so I did it again. So that's basically that. So if you like this, please like and subscribe. Can't tell you how much that means to me when you guys do that. Follow me on Instagram, check me out on Patreon. We got a lot of stuff going on Instagram especially. But that's about it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.